What's going on, you guys? So I've been playing Bloodborne. Everybody's been talking about this game, right? I mean, it's the game of the week. Maybe game of the year for some people. I mean, it's a really good game. How I know it's a good game right off the bat, I just want to tell you guys, I've been thinking about it when I'm not playing. So that's how I know it's a good game. I didn't really know what to expect going into it. I just knew it was going to be hard. I knew I was going to die a lot, and that has happened. I have died a lot. But beyond that, I didn't really know what to expect. I just sort of thought it was going to be like a Castlevania, maybe like a slowed down version of it, and then, you know, just hard, a really hard game. So that's all I really expected. But, you know, with Castlevania and like Devil May Cry, a lot of people have said, you know, it's not like Devil May Cry. It's not. These games, you know, you go through enemies and then you move on from them. You keep going. And that's not the case in Bloodborne. You see these enemies over and over because you have to backtrack, you have to farm, you have to, you know, level up. And in order to do that, you have to backtrack, you have to go back and collect these blood echoes, which if you die, you lose them. So it's tough just with that. I mean, forget the bosses for right now. I mean, just focusing on the stuff before the bosses, just getting to the boss is tough. I know a lot of people have trouble because they just don't really know where to go, for one thing. And then another thing is just the enemies, they get hard. I mean, there's some where, you know, you can predict their movements. They do kind of the same thing over and over. It's just learning their movements and their patterns that you kind of have to do. And you have to be patient all the while, because sometimes, especially if you just died or something, you kind of want to just go in there and just start hacking and slashing, but you can't necessarily always do that because it gets you in trouble. So a lot of patience is really needed in this game. I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys that, but I'm just reiterating that that's a huge part of this game. I think if you can control your anger and not get mad or anything and just stay cool, you'll get it eventually. And luckily I had Kenny to kind of coach me a little bit at the beginning because he knew where to go and he knew what to do. He would just kind of tell me, make sure you go left here, make sure you pass that bridge or whatever, and he would just kind of guide me. So I had a little bit of help in that area. When it came to the boss, that was kind of all me. I just had to, you know, figure out what is this guy's patterns. This is the Cleric beast. That's what you're watching right now. It took me maybe 7 or 8 times. I didn't really count. It's around there to beat him. It's tough. I kind of felt like I was fighting a final boss, you know, because we're so used to playing really easy games nowadays. It sort of felt like, man, this could be a final boss. This guy is crazy tough. And a lot of it was he would just kind of surprise me with his movements. I couldn't really get a grasp on his patterns and stuff. But either way, I mean, I beat it. It took a while, but I just kept my cool. I kept telling myself, you know, everybody dies. It's okay. You can do this, Erica. He's beatable. And yeah, he is. You know, all the bosses are. And so it was very rewarding to actually beat this boss and know that I can access more, you know, territory now. I'm not just stuck on that first area, because if you guys have played the game, you know that first area, it can be a headache because you're just trying to farm and get, you know, stuff to level up, and it can take a long time just to even get to this boss. I think it took me 4 hours with all the, you know, trying to level up and everything. So yeah, I mean, it took me a little bit of time. So I don't know what else I can really say about the game. I mean, like I said, it's kind of, you know, it deals with your patience, of course. You have to have that, and a lot of it is just in your head. I think it's like a mind game. You kind of just have to keep everything in control and use your experience and use your, you know, whatever makes you a gamer, you will find that out while playing this game. That's what I really like about it, is that you of course, you get better as you go, and that's something that's really important to me when it comes to games. And that's probably why I'm liking it so much, is that I'm seeing myself learn, and, you know, by trial and error, and I'm actually getting better, and I know that's going to keep happening. But like I said, it's a mind game. It's really a game that tests everything inside you. You know, what makes you a gamer, you know, your patience, your the way you counter and how you time your attacks and all of that. It's all grouped together in this game. And if you're kind of on the fence and you're kind of thinking whether you should buy this game or not, I think if you're like me and you really enjoy a good challenge and you just love to see yourself get better and to have that rewarding feeling of finally beating that boss or finally getting through a certain area, if that like satisfies you so much, then you should definitely try this game for sure. I mean, there are times where I'm at work and I'm thinking about this game and I'm thinking, like before I got to this boss, I was thinking, okay, how am I going to approach this? What should I do? You know, should I go in like this or like that? And that to me is, you know, as geeky as it sounds, it's so refreshing because for me to feel that about a game and think about it as much as I have, that's a good game for sure. So obviously, you know, this game's not going to be for everyone, but if you are the type of gamer, like I said, if you're like me and you just love that challenge, definitely check it out, you guys. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. I just wanted to tell you guys my first impressions. This is where I beat the boss, finally. You can see I just stand there after I beat him, and I'm just so relieved. I was so happy that I didn't even touch my controller for like 5 minutes, because I was just embracing and feeling the reward of finally beating this boss. So good times. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Have a good weekend, you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.